It's been so long since I've worn a bright lip. I feel like on camera this is looking super orange. It's really a red orange. This is the ColourPop X Kathleen Lights Ultra Satin Lip in Rêve. Oh, it's all over my fingertips. I love this color. It is so fun for summer. It's a nice kind of look if you want something bright, but you don't want something like red. It's a good kind of like everyday, like daytime bold lip. You know what I mean? Anyways, my makeup is totally done now. I just did this skin and everything in another video. This has sort of been my everyday, like really quick makeup that lasts a really long time. I do it a lot differently than I have been. So if you want to see that, I will link that down below. Also, don't mind me. This is a Grandma Moo Moo. I think it's from like TJ Maxx or something. I really like getting ready in these because this thing just completely unzips. But that way when I'm getting ready, if I've done my makeup and my hair or anything like that, I can just unzip it, take it right off. But I hate getting ready in my clothes because one, I make a mess, and two, it's so freaking hot. I'm like so sweaty already. I'm gonna have to take a shower again before I leave because I'm so sweaty. But then my clothes aren't all gross, you know? But anyway, I put this lip on and I just felt like something was missing. I really wanted to do a winged liner, and I am so bad at winged liner. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know this and you know my struggle because I have very saggy eyelids. Like I have a lot of extra skin on my eyes. I don't know if you can really fully understand how bad they are. And not only that, but they're super uneven. Like this one is like way worse than this eye. So even if I do this eye well, I can't get this eye to work. And I really feel like this look with like a just liner, lashes, and a bare lid would look so good. So this video is just gonna be me trying to do a really good winged liner, and that's really about it. I'm sorry if you can hear the birds outside. We have a ton of huge trees outside and the birds have been going crazy. But lucky for you and I, the dogs are not outside. My neighbor dogs across the street, if you know, you know. They're so annoying. So they're not out, which is good. But I'm sorry about the birds. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. This one I feel like works well because it has, so for a couple of reasons really. You can kind of like dab off the excess liner on the side, which I really like. The liner tip itself is very thin and it's a little bit kind of like flexible, I would say. Yes, that really helps me because if I have a really stiff liner, it almost tends to just like tug my eye line instead of laying down the color across my whole lid. So this sort of applicator really works well for me. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start on the inner corners and just go about halfway across the eye on both lids. I'm gonna start with my more difficult lid because it will be easier to match my easier lid to my harder lid than my harder lid to my easier lid. So I'm gonna kind of dab off the excess here. I'm gonna try to keep it as thin as possible because once it's thick, there's just no going back. Here we go. I have my mirror sort of angled up at me. I'll show you. I have it angled up like this. And so I can really rest my elbow on my table, like tilt my head back and look down. You like how I have mascara all over my lids? To be honest with you, on a day-to-day basis, I just don't care. So I'm gonna start over here on this side. And I'm starting like super thin. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm resting my elbow on the table and I'm even resting my hand on my face a little bit. That way you can just not make a mess. Okay, the line's not perfect, but at least it's nice and thin. So now I'm gonna kind of build it up on both eyes just a little bit. Hopefully not too quickly. That looks pretty good. Have you guys seen the movies, or maybe you've just been this person, but I've only seen movies where they teach somebody how to like shoot a gun. I've never shot a gun. I don't care. I don't want to, okay? But they teach someone to shoot a gun. I just watched Zombieland last night. So they taught the little girl how to like shoot better. Anyway, they tell you to like exhale when you're pulling the trigger. I feel like that's the same with your liner. When you're trying to like make the line, you want to like exhale because that makes all your muscles calm down. You're not gonna have any twitchy hands or anything like that. Okay, this is probably the thinnest and most even I've ever like gotten my liner to start out with, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. Now at this point, I'm gonna try to line up where I want my wing to be on the bottom side of this difficult eye right here. So I'm gonna brush off a lot of the excess liner. When I do this, I'm not gonna tilt my head back, because if I tilt my head back and I draw a line and then I open my eyes, when my eyelids settle, because they sag, my line will be sagging. So what I'm gonna try to do is literally just look straight forward, eyes open, how I want people to see my eyeliner looking normally. So now I've got my mirror straight. Maybe I'm gonna have to get like a handheld mirror so you guys can see me. This one's cute, from Persona. Okay, so now you guys can see hopefully a little bit better. And I want to follow my lower lash line, like the angle of my lower lash line, so it just looks like my eyes are continuing to be lifted up. I feel like that's the look I'm going for. I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but we're trying it out. And I feel like that started off pretty good, but it's still kind of squatty and really fat. But I'm gonna try to like line it up with the other side before I move on, because this is like the most difficult part. Well, for me, it's all really difficult, but the most difficult thing overall probably, and for most people, is just to like make them actually match. So I feel like going back and forth is gonna help you the most, so that they're similar. So make sure you're still just looking straight ahead. Actually, I feel like that's not too bad. Okay, let's get a little bit more and try to elongate it to where it comes to a really nice tapered point. I don't want it to be too long, but it obviously looks like really fat right now. So we don't want it to be fat. We want it to be thin. You know what, actually? I should probably fill in the line first and then just like flick a little bit out at the very end. Maybe that's what I'll do. Okay, so let's line from the middle of the lashes where we stopped all the way to the end really quick. Oh, okay. Oh, I just wiped that off because that was really bad. I just like accidentally laid my pen down, or the eyeliner down, just like in the middle of my eyelid. There we go. That's what I was more meaning to do. Okay, feeling good. Do you feel like those are even? I feel like they're okay. This one's a little bit weird right here. Okay, now that one's a little bit too thick. Okay, I'm literally just gonna stop because I feel like that's as close as we're gonna get. Now I'm gonna try to kind of fill in this part. This is where I kind of have to keep my eye open a little bit. Oh, why did I just do that? If your makeup is already done, you probably can't just like pick your eyeliner off, but where I don't have a lot of product on my lid, it's not that big of a deal, so we're just doing that today. And now again, I'm trying to keep my eye open a little bit more so I can really see what's happening. I actually feel like that's gonna look good if I like just elongate the flick on the end and fill this in down here. I really need to like let it dry, I think, before I open my eyelid. Whoops, that one got a little thick. Actually, that doesn't look bad. Okay, let's try to like flick out the tail now. Oh, I should have not closed my... Okay, one thing to know, you guys. Don't open your eyes too early. Kind of leave your head back while they're drying, because if it's not dry, it can kind of like crease a little. You can see that little bump I have. It was looking really good for a minute, okay? Oh well, we're just gonna kind of keep rolling with it and see how it goes. Let's try to add a little flick to the end. I'm really gonna take off a lot of the excess. Oh my gosh, do you guys see that? I kind of did it. Oh, I sort of did it a little bit. Oh, I'm so excited. It doesn't look too bad, right? Okay, this is good. Try to get it the same angle a little bit. They're not the right angle really at all, but... So, we're just about done. I'm just gonna go back over to this eye that I was trying to work on, extending that flick just a little bit and kind of just make that just a little bit more pointy. There we go. Even just that little tiny bit made a big difference. I'm gonna straighten out this bottom part too, if I can. Nice and straight, kind of. One thing I hate about having hooded eyes and doing eyeliner, well, I don't know if mine are hooded, but droopy eyes, is how it kind of looks swooped. I like when it's just sharp, and I just can't achieve that look necessarily, so it still kind of has that like swoopy look to it. This one actually looks, oh, I tilted the camera down, so it was kind of like at a weird angle. But if I look head on, I feel like this one actually looks like pretty straight. And this one's like a little swoopy, so I'm gonna try to like fill in the top of it and see if I can get it to be like a little bit more straight, but we will see. It might screw it all up for us. Hold your breath or exhale slowly. Oh, I love that so much more. Oh shoot, I got a double flick going on here. Man, oh man, it did look good for a minute until I messed it up. It's not that bad, right? I don't know. What do you think? That one's a lot longer now. Let's see if I can match this one now. Probably not. Oh. Oh. Guys, I kind of did it. And I sort of messed it up again. Every time I try to do... Oh, shoot. I'm just going to clean it up with some concealer real quick because I am just starting to get... It's struggling bad. Right when I was saying, oh, it's looking so good, it started to get terrible. This video is probably gonna be so boring because it's gonna be me saying, oh, it looks okay, and then trying to like tweak it just a little bit and then making it look like a disaster over again, just repeatedly in a cycle for, you know, 10 minutes straight or however long this is gonna be. But I'm just gonna try to fix it one more time. Just because it droops right here and then it like divots in, I just have this like curvy shape no matter what I do. I don't know if I can really like finesse it anymore. That kind of helped actually. If I like look straight on, I know I have mascara on and I am so sorry, but what do you think? Do you feel like they look even? I don't know. I feel like they're not that bad actually. Okay, I'm just gonna pop on some nice winged out lashes if I can. I like to go from the middle, place that on first, and then place the outer corner, and then place the inner. And these lashes are the Ardell 811s. Okay guys, so like I said, this video might be a little bit boring, but I thought it was nice to actually just like have some dedicated time to sit down and try to figure this out. It probably took me like half an hour just to do eyeliner. Because I'm really bad. But how do you think it came together overall? I ask you what you think. I actually feel like this eye looks pretty good. When I tilt my head back, it looks a little weird. But I just really want it to look good when it's open, and I actually feel like it kind of does. Is there one that looks better? Did I do okay? What do you think? But yeah, thumbs up the video if you think I did a good job, or if you just feel the struggle in general, just thumbs up the video. I feel like this actually worked pretty good. I'm impressed with myself. Such a fun summer look too, just kind of effortless looking skin and a bold lip, but still daytime appropriate, and a light lash and some liner. So pretty. I love it. I'm just like looking at myself in the monitor because I'm excited about these lashes and everything. Ooh. Okay, well, thanks for watching again, and I truly hope that you like this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.